Everybody, it's me, Briggsell, doing another vlog. I posted a video up yesterday about Payday 2, about looking for a crew and stuff. If you haven't seen it, then I'll post a link in the description, otherwise forget about it. This is obviously a vlog, so I'm going to be talking about me, talking about stuff that's going on the past week and the future week. So sit back, enjoy, strap in, as it were, for this incredibly monotonous stuff that I'm going to be talking about. If you're interested, you're interested, but I can imagine some people just looking at this and thinking, what the fuck is going on? Especially, what the fuck is going on with my hair? Well, my hair is in, I call it stage 3, where it's long. My hair's quite long, but it's also quite difficult to control, so I've just tied it up in any way I can. So yeah, anyway, so this past week, obviously we're back to school in the sense that I'm back at work. Couple of very difficult days last week at work, very tough, very demanding, as they seem to be all the time these days, which is fine. I'm happy doing hard work. I've got nothing against hard work. My body and demeanour may suggest that I'm not used to hard work, and that is correct. I'm not used to hard work. It doesn't mean I don't mind doing it, because I don't mind at all. I really will do whatever I can to make things easier for other people, as long as I get paid for it. Very selfish, but yeah. That's my job, though. My job is to make things easy for other people when it comes to computers. That's what it is. So yeah, been doing that obviously last week or so. I had a very heavy day yesterday in regards to work. A lot of moving of objects, a lot of putting in new computers and making sure all the wires are in correctly, and I had to visit a nice little switch box, which was very cool, all the switches and such in the area, and yeah, it was enjoyable but difficult and hard working, because obviously I'm not used to all the work that I do. I'm not used to working. I'm used to kind of working a little bit and then doing nothing for a few days and then working a bit more. So constant work is tiring and it's exhausting. And I don't envy anybody when they say that they do 40 hours a week or 60 or 80 hours a week. I mean, I don't do half as much as some of these people, but I understand how difficult it's going to be. Because for me, if I was to do 40 hours a week, I'd probably just die. I'd either lose a ton of weight, like really quickly, or I'd be dead within like a week. That's how I feel about it. Hopefully I can get to a stage where I do 40 hours a week and I'm not dead after it. That is hopefully the end result of what I'm doing. In regards to what I'm doing otherwise, losing weight and such, and dieting and such, it's been a difficult past few weeks. Obviously I've been on holiday. I say on holiday, I mean I didn't go to work for like 3 weeks, or bits and bobs. I mean, I went to work for my other job. I do that every week. It doesn't matter what day it is, I do it every week. But the school job, obviously they broke up for the summer holidays, so I had 4 or 5 weeks of doing absolutely nothing when it came to that side of things. So it was difficult going from a structure to a non-structure, then back to a structure. So it's been a difficult transition, really. As interesting as this sounds. So with that came differences in diet and structure, that side of things. Obviously I let go a little bit on certain things. I haven't put any weight. In fact, I've lost weight. Not much, but I've lost weight. I keep continuing to lose weight, which is always good. I'll find out even more on Thursday, because I'm having my first physio session on my knee. My knee's being troublesome at the moment. It's hindering a lot of what I do, and I'm hoping that we can nail it in the knee, as it were, and sort something out, hopefully make me feel better. Because most of the time my knee doesn't really hurt, but as soon as I start to walk or start to go upstairs or downstairs or do some form of lifting or bending over or whatever, my knee starts to kick in and it's painful, and it's very difficult to work like that. It's very difficult, especially if your job is to move computers to one location to another, or move boxes, or move items, peripherals, whatever it is difficult, and it does take some time to recover. This morning when I got up, I was just I felt like I'd died, basically. Although I don't really know how dying feels like, so that analogy doesn't really work. But you get what I mean. You know, my knee was stiff, my calves were hurting like hell, my ankles were a bit sore, my feet in general were sore because of the walking that I do. You know, it generally, my body is not liking what's happening at the moment. That's fine. My mind's not too bad. My mind's actually quite okay with it all. I just deal with it, move past it, recover as best as I can, and then tomorrow I'll go back to work and we'll do it all over again. And I'll have the weekend to recover, and then we'll go back to work. It's got to, that's got to be the way it is. Otherwise, I don't have any money, and therefore I can't really do what I want. So, yeah. So, what's happening in the next few days? As I said, I got the physio on Thursday. Hopefully, we'll get some of that out of the way, and we'll figure out some form of exercises or whatever that can help, and make me feel better when it comes to my knee, because my knee, obviously, as I said, is an issue. It's the way it is. What else is going on? Well, it's that time of year again. I don't normally publish information about my personal life as much as I used to, but it is that year again. I'm just gonna search something in my YouTube. I want to see if I did anything for this event that's happening. Some of you may know already what event I'm talking about, but I swear to God, when you want the internet to work and move quickly, it just hangs, and then when you're not really that bothered, it just doesn't make anything. So I posted a bit of an update on September the 19th last year, and then I basically took a month off from vlogging. I just took a month off. I'm not going to do that this time, but I guess the reason for that video last year was because I didn't mention it, I don't think, at all in that video. Wow, okay. It's my birthday in 9 days' time. I don't normally celebrate much. I usually just go out with a meal, go out with a meal. I go out with a meal. I have relations with a meal. No, I go out and have a meal with whatever family is available. Hence, my mother and my sister and sister's family. In regards to my two nephews, I only had one last year. Now I've got two dogs, and my sister's partner, who his birthday is also soonish. I'm not going to say when exactly it is, but it's soonish, because he's very similar to me. He doesn't like a lot of fuss being made of it. He doesn't like tension being drawn to the event, because I think he shares a very similar feeling to me, where birthdays don't really mean much. They don't mean much to me. This one, however, does. Not because of how old I'm going to be, because I'm only going to be 29. So it's not like I'm turning 30. It's not like it's a milestone. But this is big for me, because it's the first year, or it's basically a year after I made the decision to change my life, as it were, to make the differences, make the push towards losing weight. You know, I hadn't even got my appointment with the hospital to do any of the surgery or anything a year ago. So we are very much, well, I am very much a big step forward to where I was before, because before I was a bit down in the old toilet rolls, basically, as far as I could really, explain, as it were. But what I'm trying to say is that although it's not a big deal, I don't make big deals of birthdays and such. This year is it's going to be good. I'm going to try and enjoy my birthday this year. I'm going to try and make the most of it, because I know that in a few months' time I'm not going to be able to eat very much. I'm not going to be able to eat what I want and relax and do what I want. I'm going to be on a strict, very heavy kind of, you can't eat this, you can't eat that, you can only eat this amount, do this sort of stuff. So I'm going to relax and enjoy it, because I know, as I said, it's going to be difficult. You know, the closer we get to Christmas, the closer we get to my surgery, it's going to be difficult for me to enjoy certain things. So I'm going to make the most of it. I'm not going to overextend myself. I'm not going to, do all kinds of shit and just for the hell of doing it. I'm going to make sure that everything is. So, I'm going to open something up here now. I'm going to post a link in the description so you can see the link in the description. This link is my wish list, my birthday wish list, as it were. Things on Amazon that I would really love, I'd really want, or I need. There are 2 or 3 items that I really need on this list for work and such, to make my life a little bit easier, and to not. It's very difficult to tell people that you want something to make your life feel better. I want this t-shirt because it looks really good, I need a t-shirt and it's going to make me feel better. But it is very difficult to explain that. So I'm going to leave it there. Okay? It's there. If any of you feel the need to do anything with it, then please go ahead. It's very difficult. Because I'm not a very kind of like, I don't share much these days, and it's very difficult to say this is something that I need, this is something I want. Charity is very difficult for me to accept, as with a lot of people. They don't like people handing things to them. But it's my birthday. So yeah, I leave that in your hands. Your very capable hands. It's been like nearly 13 minutes of me just going saying shit. So I'm going to end it here. No games talk or anything. I'll figure out doing something like that. Thanks very much for watching. If you have any comments, questions, anything, just post them down below and stuff, and I'll read them and answer them, whatever. And I hope to see you soon. Goodbye. Duck face.